that, you share some excitement too. Yes, it's another day. And of course, we'll also bring you, for us to have some of the finest conversations in the country. I'm sure all of you have been talking and talking. All this matter. Abba Kyari, upon all what he did and does, they have released him. People that did not even do up to him, why did they not release him? Calm down. This is where you get to say your mind, right? Okay, so welcome to the Evening Rush. And this is where we get Nigeria's finest discussion takes place in the evening here on VOP 90.3 FM. So if you are not listening and anyone around you isn't listening, then go call them, tell them to, take a bottle of water, not a bottle of any other thing, hold it and, just be sipping on it while you listen to the show. My name is Precious Enyi, and of course I have my Monday, Thursday tonic in the house. But before I let you in on him, let me quickly put you through on some of the hot topics that we have this evening. Of course, what else would have made the first topic if not court granting Abba Kyari 50 million naira bail? And I'm sure some of you will be wondering, a police officer, where did he get 50 million naira to bail himself? Okay. Oh, whoa. We'll talk about that later on. Just calm down. And hey, we're also going to be looking at the demolition in Alaba as the traders move to take action against Lagos State government. As a matter of fact, we do hear that they are saying that the Lagos State government has promised some compensation. We get to also let you in on that as the president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Ijeoma Egwuatu, visits Alaba International Market today. That will also let you in on. And then we'll move to other conversation, Lagos. We hear that 1.4 million Nigerians die annually from inadequate water. That is the water that government is not giving to us. Because it is the duty of the government to provide water. We know that a lot of us have been our own Ministry of Water Resources, right? So, yeah. So, a lot of Nigerians die because of lack of water. 1.4 million people die every year because of inadequate water. Well, we'll move to another conversation very, very quickly. In this report, Iwanyanwu did say releasing Nnamdi Kanu to suppress insecurity in the southeast. Iwanyanwu begs Tinubu. I did not even see Northerners beg for the release of Abba Kyari, but he's been released, right? Okay. All right. So let's move on to other conversations. Very, 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 very quickly, Lagos. Yes, the president, Tinubu, suspends 5% tax on telecom services, import tax on vehicles, others. We will talk about this. Are cars going to be cheaper now? Just calm down. We'll talk about it. President Tinubu announces census dates, says NPC chairman. So now, finally, we'll be counted in Nigeria, right? Okay, we'll also let you in on that. Moving on to another conversation very, very quickly. Okay, yeah. So other bills that he did sign, the president signed 5 executive orders, suspends Buhari's tax policies, customs tariff, and all of that. We'll let you in on it. Calm down. Nigerian electoral body, INEC, files 6-count charge against Adamawa Rec, Yunusari, as trial begins. Lagos, let's quickly take a break. When we come back, Mr. Darlington is with me in the house, and we'll begin to dissect the conversation one at a time. Stay with us. This is the Evening Rush 90.3, Voice of the People FM. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos Airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less. The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOP TV, show up, speak up.
The Evening Rush with Precious, featuring sound and informed guests across various sectors to discuss matters arising on Hot Topic Party.
What was the rate of inflation, and then what was the exchange rate?
Intense conversations,
Doesn't mean he's about to join any party or not. Then who will join the one that will think about
critical
it?
analysis.
What is wrong with us 200 million people? We can't even give ourselves.
We sometimes disagree
When we say our GDP, it's not an oil-dominated.
to agree.
Like what's going on here? I saw that.
On Hot Topic Pali, Monday to Friday, 6:15 p.m. to 9 p.m. 90.3 Voice of the People FM, Lagos. Now you have a voice. Yes, Lagos, now you do have a voice. 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Welcome back, Lagos. And yes, this is the Evening Rush. We did tell you or run you through some of the hot topics that we have this evening, but let's quickly begin to dissect each of them one at a time, shall we? Right. Very, 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 very quickly. Okay. Where those conversations? We need to get started. So, now the suspended head of the Nigerian Police Response Team, IRT, Abba Kyari, has been granted bail. Yeah. Okay, reporters learned that Kyari was granted bail on Thursday by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. Now, Kyari and two of his siblings were charged after being accused of failing to declare assets to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. Now, the NDLEA had filed the 24 counts marked, I'll skip that, against Kyari and his two siblings, Mohammed Baba Kyari and Ali Kyari. Justice Omotosho granted Kyari conditional bail in the sum of 50 million naira with two sureties in like sum with registered properties in the matter FRN versus Abba Kyari and two others. Now, the sureties must have properties worth 250 million naira within the jurisdiction, of the court, and he must submit his passport. However, it is gathered from sources in court that no one had come to perfect his bill yet. But of course, we're looking forward to that happening very swiftly. However, yeah, that's it, right? Kyari will remain in prison because of his drug case because Justice Emeka before Justice Emeka Mwite. Remember, there's another case, before Justice Emeka linking him with drug and all of that. Now, he was in court yesterday, but for some reasons, his trial could not proceed before intelligence justice Mwiti. This is according to the sources. Now, the judge noted that Kyari and his team did not escape when they had the chance to do so during an attack on Kuje prison on July 5, 2022. So you remember that Kuje prison break now in Abuja, that particular one now, that some people, unknown gunmen that were later found out to be some gunmen that is linked with either ISWAP or Boko Haram, entered inside past different checkpoints, different checkpoint though, that is before the prison, right? And then they got into the prison, shot sporadically, threw the ones that they threw at bombs and all of that, and released people that they wanted to release. So the judge is saying that, okay, when that happened, because that's where Kyari is held, right? So he now said, the court said, when that happened, you had the chance to run away, but you didn't, so because of that, you have been well behaved, you've been a good boy. So let's just grant you bail. Right. Okay. So the majority of inmates at that facility escaped during the attack, but Kyari and some others did not escape. Now, according to the judge, Kyari's refusal to escape proves that he is willing to face the allegations against him and not jump bail. Now, the judge also noted that the allegations against Kyari are bailable. However, it is also gathered that Kyari cannot return home yet because of a pending case before Justice Emeka Nwite. Now, Justice Nwite had refused to grant bail to Kyari and his co-defendants. Kyari is standing trial on cocaine-related charges along 4 members of his former police unit, that is the Intelligence Response Unit. Now, the 4 police officers among Mr. Kyari's co-defendants are Sunday Ubua, an assistant commissioner of police, Bawa James, an assistant superintendent of police, Simon Agiriba, an inspector, and John Nuhu, also an inspector. 2 civilians, Chibunna Umeibe and Emeka Ezenwanne, were also arrested over the charges at the Akano Ibiam International Airport. I beg your pardon, please forgive me for that. So they were all arrested at Akano Ibiam International Airport in Enugu State. Now the court jailed the 2 men after they pleaded guilty. So they are currently facing their, facing their charges, basically, right? But that case for the drug is still awaiting. So you would also remember that there's been pleas and calls that came that with Hush Puppy, that is related to Hush Puppy, right? Okay, so that is actually the police officer we're talking about. However, Mr. Darlington is here. Let's have him charming on the conversation. Mr. Darlington, you're welcome.
Yeah,
it's always good to be with you, right?
If you say so.
It is. It is always good to be with you every time. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Lagos, good evening. And our diaspora. Now, Precious.
Okay, go ahead.
Abba Kyari, the excuse or the reasons for the bail is so funny. You remember that Abba Kyari has a case and which the United States NDLEA are interested in. In fact, they wanted him extradited to the United States. But for some reasons, the Buhari government stepped it down. So if you are not telling me that he had the opportunity to escape, but he did not, where would he have escaped to? Tell me, where will he go to that the CIA and the FBI will not pick him up within 24 hours? So that excuse is not tenable at all. Abba Kyari preferred to be tried in Nigeria. If not, when the US was looking for him, he would have gone there willingly now. But he refused. He did everything to thwart it. So anybody telling me that he had nowhere to go to.
So is it that the US case has just died now? Because now that he's going to be released, if eventually Justice Nwite eventually releases him, can he now go ahead and face his charges in the US?
Whenever the Nigerian government is done with their own, the US can equally.
Because one of the reasons why they've not released him is because they say he's going through some.
Exactly, here in Nigeria. Exactly. But that does not stop the US from pressing for their own matter if they find it necessary. That is the truth. You remember that it was when US became interested in him that the Nigerian government now picked him up and started all these things. Before that time, nobody wanted to touch him. That was what happened. So instead of taking him abroad to face charges, they decided to start doing so. And since that time, nothing has happened. That's why they kept him in prison. They just kept him there so that the matter, everybody will forget about it. If not, why did they keep him for 18 good months? 18 months doing nothing inside prison. They just want to divert our attention. What was the delay all about? NDLA has already done the investigation. The matter, but the government decided to keep him there just for tempers to cool or something, or for us to forget about it. So anybody telling you that it's because he behaved, which behaved? Did he behave more than Nnamdi Kanu?
Well, Nnamdi Kanu jumped at some point, and that may probably be the grounds.
Nobody jumped anything. That matter had been treated.
But he fled. He was on bail and he escaped. He ran away.
Hold on. What happened? Before they invaded his house, do you know that if Nnamdi Kanu did not run for his dear life, he would have gone like the father and the mother? True or false? He wouldn't even be standing any trial today. Didn't the mother and the father die because of that invasion in their home? Okay, if they could not spare that old man and the...
Are you saying they were killed?
The trauma killed them. Did they survive the trauma? No, did they survive the trauma? So if they could not spare the mother and the father, how do you think they would have spared Nnamdi Kanu? That is the question. Was he not in Nigeria before that invasion? Was he not attending his case? So, and the people have pleaded up to the United Nations for his release. In the case of Abba Kyari, who pleaded for him? Did you hear any northern leader plead for Abba Kyari's release?
Why do you think they didn't?
Because they have nothing to plead there. What he did was against humanity. It was against his profession. So on what basis will you plead for him? On what basis? When nobody can now stand for him and say, yes, this guy was a good guy. So I don't see why anybody should plead for him. So anybody telling you this was the reason, it is neither here or there. All I expect them to do now, let them consolidate his case. He's having a matter before a different court, and now another court has released him on bail. What if NDLA now say, no, this man, we are still interested in him? In fact, if they perfect his bail, and the very day they perfect his bail and is to go on bail, NDLA can arrest him in front of the court and take him back to prison because they are still interested in him. So let them consolidate his case. Since all of them are related, it's all about drug. Let them consolidate his case to spare the NDLA the money and time.
All right. So speaking about arrest and release of Nnamdi Kanu, so the President General of the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Dr. Emmanuel Iwayamu, yesterday visited, appealed to the federal government to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released, saying his continuous detention is a deliberate attempt by some elements to destroy the economy of the Southeast. I don't know if you heard or saw what happened yesterday. I could replay those videos for you. Iwayamu, who spoke in Lagos State during the first official tour of Southwest states, told newsmen that insecurity in the Southeast arose due to the incarceration of Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and would be suppressed if he is set free. Now, his words, he says, we don't have security problem in the Southeast. We've never had. We have said releasing Nnamdi Kanu because the young people are supporters of Nnamdi Kanu. When we look at it seriously, we have not seen any offense committed by Kanu. In fact, the court has said he should be released. As Igbo leaders, we do not see any reason he should be kept in detention. These people are giving excuses, including their sit at home, and it's destroying the economy of the Southeast. Now, Mr. Darlington, following what Iwayamu said, you would also recall that the unknown gunmen, in trying to enforce the sit at home yesterday, where they chased market women, destroyed goods, chased even little children in school. were wiping them, and then of course shooting, the normal nature, shooting sporadically and all of that. What's your reaction to that?
The question I should have asked is, where were security agents when this was going on? Remember that last Monday when this issue came up, I said it here that the federal government have not told us what the Igbos have done to them. The so-called security agents, where were they when this unknown government or IPOB were doing all this? Why couldn't they face them? Tell me any Igbo leader that have supported these people and what they are doing. But some people will come and tell you, the Igbos, what are they doing? What are they not supposed to do? Are we supposed to take the laws in our own hands? Why are they policing the entire Southeast? Everywhere in Chepon. But when this thing was supposed to happen on every Monday, they will disappear. Where we are there when this thing was going on yesterday? Or did any Igbo leader tell them, don't touch them, like Gumi told them not to touch bandits, that they are our foot soldiers? Have you seen any Igbo leader? Look at how long we have been saying. We pleaded with Buhari throughout his regime. He didn't listen. We have started with this other person now. Nobody is listening. So what else do you want the Igbo leaders to do? How else do you want us to do it? We have had meeting. We have talked. Everybody have gone to give. Nobody is listening. Precious, up to the United Nations have told you, release this guy. We didn't find anything against him. The Nigerian government, for reasons best known to them, they have decided to keep him in prison. And the gullible people who don't even know what is going on are supporting. They are supporting. Nnamdi Kanu said this. Nnamdi Kanu, did Nnamdi Kanu say 1/4 of what Asari Dokubo have said? The military fatigue he was wearing and carrying AK-47, did anybody see Nnamdi Kanu on it? Tell me. Did Nnamdi Kanu do half of what these terrorists are doing in the north? That they are being pardoned and rehabilitated. You can see now. So, detaining Nnamdi Kanu has meaning. And the Igbos have been pleading, sending them miseries. Nobody will listen to them now. The day they will now say, okay, we now want to do something. You will see. You will see the reaction of government. That is when they will now tell them that the Igbos are becoming this, they are doing that. Now that everybody has been pleading with them, nobody will listen. The day we want to take our hand to solve this problem now, the government will step in. No, we have a government now, you cannot do this. It is that time that the military and the police will wake up. That is the truth. If not, what is the reason for detaining this guy? When everybody have told them that if you truly mean what you are saying, if you truly want to solve insecurity in the Southeast, release this man first. Let's see whether it will continue. They kept adamant. That means they are using it to blackmail the Igbos. That's the meaning. They are using Nnamdi Kanu to blackmail the Igbos. All the people that are supported now, nobody will pay attention. No. Nobody will talk now. By the time we have exhausted everything now, they said, okay, we want to solve this problem ourselves. They will now find one name. They will find one reason to blackmail the Igbos and say that they want to cause problems in Nigeria.
So Mr. Darlington, very quickly, still speaking about this issue, you recall that some buildings were demolished in Alaba International Market. So the good thing is the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Ijeoma visited the Alaba International Market. But prior to his visit, during the weekend, the traders of the market held a meeting and they were opting for, suing the Lagos state government. In fact, as a matter of fact, they actually called it land grabbing because they said, some of them, as a matter of fact, about 17, 18 buildings were marked. But more than 80 buildings at the end of the day were demolished. About 80 buildings were demolished at the end of the day. Good. And some of those other ones that were not even marked were demolished. Not just that they were not marked, they were not even given notice. That's what some of these traders are saying, because we have live account of these traders that we've invited and interviewed. They said that they were not served any letter, they were not giving any form of notification, and their buildings were among those demolished. And these people lost, in fact, 80 buildings in all, and these people and that affected about 1,000 shops or 1,000 traders in all. These people are saying they've lost millions and hundreds of millions of naira in the process. So Ijeoma visited them today, and we hear that there may be some sort of compensation by the Lagos state government. However, we also did hear somewhere in the Kumkum that, as a matter of fact, that the Lagos state government is thinking about building, outsourcing that section of the market to the Chinese business or businessmen who would build a multi-level market, as it were, or plaza in that place. So I'd like to take your reaction on it.
Please, I want to ask you, is that Alaba the only virgin land along that axis? If you move towards Badagry, towards Seme, pressure, there are vast virgin land along that axis. When the state government gave Igbo traders that Alaba, it was an evil forest. There was no life, nothing there. They developed that place, and it has become the hub of electronics in the whole of West Africa. Must the state government use the same place to give the Chinese people? Can they allocate other virgin land along that axis, for God's sake? There are so many of them. There are many virgin land along that axis, so that they too, the Chinese, can go there and develop the place and open it up. That is how development come. Because of a foreign interest, you will not demolish the business of your citizens. Can you imagine the wisdom in that? And these people are saying that it's not as if they didn't know what they were doing. The place they are located to the Chinese are inside. They said it is inside. But they needed an access road. And for that reason, Igbo businesses, Igbo buildings should go down. You can imagine. Now, they are talking of compensation, medicine after death. So, ab initio, it was malicious damage. It was deliberately done. It's not as if these traders offended the government. It's not as if that these traders acted with impunity, because I heard them. They said they have been following all the rules and regulations given to them. Nobody went to court and said, look, it is the court that will tell you, go and demolish. But the state government woke up one morning and decided to do what they like. I was expecting the state government to tell us, brandish court order that gave them the right to go and demolish the building. I have not seen any since that time. So it was done out of forgetting, maliciousness, impunity. They just went there, demolished the building. After they had paid, they paid their money on a Thursday. Sunday morning, earlier in the morning, they went to demolish the place. So why did you collect money from them? Did you hear that the Igbo traders have not been paying their due dues? Or that they have been disobeying the state government? I didn't hear such a thing. They just went there and did whatever they, out of impunity, arrogance, lawlessness. And you can see how the Igbos have been going up. No protest. They have been nursing their injury. Tomorrow they will come and tell you how the Igbos are making trouble in Lagos. This thing is enough for them to make a but they have kept quiet. Oh, they have kept quiet. They did not even raise any voice. The same Igbo that they are pursuing all over the place. What they did to them is enough for them to even riot, but they have kept quiet. The Igbo leaders have been keeping them quiet.
All right, so
how can you now turn around again and say that Igbos are this, Igbos are that? That is the question anybody should be asking now. With what they did to them, is enough for them to get angry. More so when you are doing it to impress or to favor a foreign power.
All right, so let's quickly move to another conversation, please, very quickly. So there's been quite a couple of reaction about Dele Farotimi's interview with Shehu yesterday at the channel's television, right? In fact, he said a lot of things. I'll just give snippet of headlines of what he said. He did say everything worked during the 2023 election except INEC, that every other thing worked, that it was only INEC that didn't work. He said the integrity of INEC went on exile during the 2023 elections. And he also said 2023 election was the bottom pot of electoral misconduct in Nigeria. And then he also said Mahmoud Yakubu lost his sense of shame. All right. So you know what? He said quite a lot. But I'll rather let's hear from the horse's mouth, as I'll play snippet of that interview, just a bit of what he said, so we understand the perspective at which he said them. Take a listen, Lagos.
For him to offer anything short of an apology, unreserved. I wasn't in any way, shape, or form surprised by Mr. Festus Okoye's vituperations in your chambers.
Would you call it vituperations?
They are vituperations because they have
his own explanation.
No, they are vituperations. Vituperations are essentially outflows that do not flow from common sense, and that is what the gentleman did in your chambers here. Let me be very clear. INEC is a public body established by law, bound to work according to the law. It advertised its guidelines. It told the world what the guidelines were going to be. The taste of the pudding is in the eating. The reality is that for a long time, the electoral processes had been abandoned by Nigerians because they lack trust and confidence in the process. So the advertisement of Beavers, the IRF and everything, they were quite vociferous in explaining to Nigerians and reassuring us of what would happen with the system. To now have Mr. Festus Okoye sit down here and open his mouth, there must be a disconnect between the mouth and the brain box for him to offer anything short of an apology, unreserved one, to Nigerians for the utter failure to pretended by INEC. Let me say this. In a sane environment where people are still governed by reason, the likes of Mr. Festus Okoye should either have resigned or be somewhere writing his statements explaining to Nigerians what happened. Glitch. The question is, that glitch, is it a glitch in human brain, a glitch in the technical systems, or a glitch occasioned by the complete shutdown of human conscience? So when the person now comes here and he sits down and he begins to offer explanations at variance with common sense, as has been attested to by anybody who observed this election or was here in this country, all the evidences are very clear, and it shows very clearly that everything that should work on that day worked except INEC. The integrity of INEC as an institution went on exile.
You heard that. He said the integrity of INEC as an institution on that day went on exile. And that's not all. Let's even take a listen to him even say more, because he did say more.
Extract justice out of the system.
So in some way, you lost hope in the judicial process.
I never had any hope in the judiciary at any point.
Why? So why do you bow then before the temple of justice?
Hold on. It is one thing to read law to earn a living, to read law so that you also know what the law says, or to read law in the delusion that you might get justice out of a judicial system that is not designed to deliver justice. So I'm not suggesting that there aren't instances where you can extract justice out of the system. You would have episodic periods when justice will be delivered, either because the judex himself has a conscience, or because you were fortunate to have all the evidence stacked in your favor and impossible for anyone to twist the outcome. But the reality is that the judiciary is hardly the last hope of the common man in our country. We must be bold enough to tell ourselves this truth.
How bad are things?
Horrible. Our judiciary is no different from our custom or our police or any other part of the Nigerian state. Why should we be surprised that the judiciary reflects us? It is us. We are the ones who are there. So it is either we are good enough as a people to do justice to ourselves, or we are not. So we should at least tell ourselves these home truths. The judiciary is not staffed by people from Ghana, Togo, Lome, or anywhere else. They are Nigerians like me and you, bowing to the same pressure, knowing the truths that me and you know, that we sometimes find difficult to express for several reasons. Not only fear.
How so? Why do you think things get so bad? I mean, there are other climes where even in the UK, in the US, you make, there are extrapolation about how...
All right, Lagos, we had to stop it at that. And that was Dele Farotimi reacting to what he thinks, if he did have faith or does have faith in the judiciary concerning the case, the election petition tribunal, presidential election petition tribunal, and, all those cases already in court right now. And you heard his reaction. And now his reaction brings me back to what some of part of the report of the European Union about the 2023 general election, when they did state, categorically that the Nigerian electoral system, the Nigerian, judicial system, it has not left a lot of Nigerians to have faith in them, because that's the kind of judgment that emanates from the judiciary, especially the Supreme Court, seems not so fair. And they gave a case study of the Ahmed Lawan Machina case. Mr. Darlington, let me have you react to it.
You see, when we start putting round peg in a square hole, it will never fit in. You are talking of the judiciary. If it is the lower court, maybe magistrate, the state high court, but we are talking of the Supreme Court here. Politicians have dented the image of our Supreme Court.
Is it really that bad?
And that is worrisome.
Is it really that bad?
Worrisome. In 1979, the Supreme Court did the same magic between Awolowo and Shagari. 12 to 3rd. To tell you that they knew what they did. They said nobody should make reference to that case. And they just awarded the victory to Shagari. And Awolowo went home to lick his wound. Because that's the Supreme Court. That's the final court in the land. The same thing happened in Imo State, where number 4 became number 1. And I have been trying to look to see how possible. Because even when they calculated the 388 polling units that Uzodinma was claiming, it did not give him victory, yet they awarded it to him. The man who gave minority judgment in that case told them that this judgment will hurt Imo State and Nigeria for a long time to come. Is that not what is happening today? Precious, is that not what is happening today? Our Supreme Court. Let me tell you what happened. If they are doing it within, it's okay. Do you know that this infamy, the courts have taken it abroad. They have exported it abroad. Few years ago, there was a vacant slot for Nigeria in ICJ, International Court of Justice. And they took the man heading Abuja Judicial Division to go and represent Nigeria. Precious, this man went there. The 3 tests they set for him, because you must go through tests, he failed the 3 of them. He failed the test 1, test 2, test 3. He failed all of them.
So we didn't put our best foot forward.
In fact, they had to deport all of them back, because for him to have failed, the other 9 slots that were supposed to come with him, they shipped all of them back. Today we don't have any representative there. And this was a court where people like Bola Ajibola made his mark. He was even the president of that court. Precious, if you see how these people have destroyed everything about us, you'll be annoyed. As if there's no lawyer in Nigeria again. That was the man heading Abuja Division. You can imagine the type of judgment this man has been passing. You can imagine. He failed 3 of them. He did not pass 1. A man heading, he's not even a member, he's heading Abuja Division. To tell you how these people have destroyed everything about you and I. The world are just laughing at us. You remember the case of Ibori? They discharged him until Farida Waziri chased him into Dubai. They pick him up there, and the matter went on in UK. At the end of the day, this man surrendered. You need to read that judgment and what these people said about Nigerian judiciary. You need to read that judgment, what they said. When the judgment was being passed on Ibori, Precious, you will hate being a lawyer. In fact, you will shed tears for Nigerian judiciary. Yet all this infamy, nobody took notice. They did not even make any effort to reform themselves. Okay, look at the last CJN of Nigeria, one Dr. Tanko. Look at the type of administration he gave Nigerians before he left. His colleagues had to write petition against him that forced him out of office. His colleagues wrote a petition. When they listed, they even said that he was not qualified to be there. We are talking of Supreme Court of Nigeria. I have been saying it. These people, in fact, they are going to make Nigerian people request for another court that will supersede the Supreme Court, because we are not seeing anything. I'm telling you, no lawyer will be happy. Look at what that man was saying. No lawyer will be happy with what the Supreme Court have done so far. These are cases that you and I can see. How about others? How about others that have been going underneath? If not that the husband of this other woman who was appeal called George, who was heading the appeal, Bukachua. If not that the husband revealed what was going on. Did you know? Did you know that such a thing was going on? So when Lawan was let off the hook and he came back to the Senate because of aspirant and candidate, you think they just said it? Something went underground. That is why he didn't want the man to talk, because apparently he benefited from such things. By the time phone call will be going here and there during the night, you won't know. And at the end of the day, during the daytime, they will tell you that this is the judgment, and the press will carry it out. Precious, we are, in fact, where these people have put Nigeria, in the next 50 years, we will not recover. Every sector is down. Every sector of our life is down in Nigeria. They have destroyed it. And it's not getting better.
All right, so Mr. Darlington, let's quickly move to other conversations. Let's take this. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended the newly introduced green tax through excise duty, excise tax on single-use plastics, including plastic containers and bottles. As a matter of fact, he did sign about 5 bills, five executive orders that he suspended, right? But some of these executive orders were set to also be on hold before now by President Buhari, as manufacturers, had reacted to that. Some in April, some others in March. You know the full story already, Mr. Darlington. Let me not bore you. Let's take a reaction.
You see,
and one of which is the 5% tax for telecommunications, which, by the way, we also, I think sometime in March, the federal government, the Buhari's government, had suspended it sometime in March. But let's take a reaction.
You see, whenever you want to favor any company you are interested in, I will advise that people go and do it as a private matter. Don't use your position to favor companies that you have interest in, so that people will clap for you. This okay, you mean when Buhari gave them that privilege, or gave them that exemptions, he didn't know what he was doing. This one that you now removed, did you explain to us why? Precious, please, did he give you the reasons? At least when you are doing something, you must tell us this is why you are doing it. Okay, you have done it for these people now, this particular company.
So according to Dele, he said that the president, His Excellency, will not exacerbate on the plight of Nigerians. Mm-hmm. So he's doing this to relieve businesses in Nigeria.
Did you hear that? So these people are the only businesses that are due for such exemptions.
But the thing is that most of these policies were just suspended. Most of them will be effective from September and August.
Look.
So it's not like they've been suspended indefinitely. They are pushing them forward to September and August.
For what reason?
Continue now.
For what reason? You don't know what is going on here.
All right, Mr. Darlington, let's open.
You don't know what is. Hold on. Do you know why they are pushing it forward? They are garnering support because of the tribunal matter. They don't know where it is going to. So these people will be supporting them. Yes, now you don't know that this is why they are pushing it forward. So that this people say, okay, yes, so that when the matter goes the other way, or they say they are going to do a rerun or whatever, he will get support because of this thing you are giving them.
Oh, Mr. Darlington.
What else? Why are you pushing it forward? Please, why are you pushing it forward? Answer me. Why are you pushing it forward? But you did not waste time to remove fuel subsidy. Why didn't you push fuel subsidy forward? No, explain to me now. What is the reason for pushing it forward? Why can't you wait until that day you do it? Since they are very clever. No, tell me. Why can't you wait until that day you do it? You are pushing it forward. All right. So that you are giving them the impression that yes, you love them. You have their interest at heart. Other companies, don't you have their interest at heart?
All right, Lagos, let's have you have a say in this conversation. You know that's what we do. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You did hear what Dele Farotimi said. Quite a lot of things he said. Me, my mouth cannot even say all of them during that interview. But for some of you who did watch that interview live, I'm sure that you would already, have been privy to those conversations, right? So we'd like to take your thoughts and reactions. 0700 903 903 903. Everything worked during 2023 election except INEC. Credited to Dele Farotimi. The integrity of INEC went on exile during 2023 elections. 2023 election was the bottom pot of electoral misconduct in Nigeria. This is according to one man, right? Who's a lawyer, by the way. And Mahmoud Yakubu lost his sense of shame during the 2023 election. Lagos phone lines are open 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 9039. These are the numbers to call. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Precious.
Yes, good evening and welcome.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, it's Tony Chukwode.
Tony, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, Precious. You see, everything Mr. Darlington is saying is just exactly in as much as you are doing your job. You just eat the food that you normally eat on Thursday, and then you don't want Darlington to talk. Why?
So why is it that the shop that they Abby? Oh, just go ahead.
Tony, go ahead.
I won't leave you alone.
You leave me.
But the point
you
is
leave me in Jesus' name. Go ahead.
Okay. So look at nobody is talking about these shops. You destroyed their shops down in Alaba International. Mm-hmm. I remember I came back from Europe and I visited that Alaba. The time I used to know that Alaba was there is a place called St. Peter's, the church. Mm-hmm. But when you go, I was asking them where is the St. Peter's. They told me that it's very far. Where Alaba has already extended down to. I know the time these people were filling up the swamps.
I know.
That place, you need to go that place. I know Alaba at the time, the only road there, and the back, everything was swamp.
Exactly.
Now these people have suffered, invested money, did everything, and they are doing what? They are pushing them out. There are thousands of plots of land down in Badagry if you are going towards Cotonou. Oh. There are empty plot of land there. Oh. So why can't they? Okay, you destroyed the building that you said that is about, and some of them they destroyed it in the night when the people are sleeping. I heard it. Somebody was talking in the Ijeoma Innocent was asking one of. Yeah, so they destroyed it in the night when they are not even there.
I mean, everybody saw it now. It was in the night.
So and why can't they give you are compensating them? Which compensation are you going to give them? Why don't you give them back their land? Since you are complaining the building is about to collapse, or the structure is not properly done, then destroy the building. Then give them back to their land. Give them a master plan of how they will build it.
Exactly.
So why are these people playing on people's head?
I'm telling you.
Why are they thinking that Nigerians are stupid? Who taught them all this thing they are doing?
All right, Tony. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank
you. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, Precious.
You're welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening, Darlington.
Good evening.
Exile is my name.
All right, go ahead, please.
In fact, I met both. You said that Darlington is my day.
Your line is not so clear, but your line is not so clear. Can you try to move away from where you are or something?
Change your position. That's the one.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Better. Go ahead.
Is it better?
Yes,
it's fine. Go ahead.
Just that I'm on the road and I cannot miss the program. That has always led me to learn more concerning Nigeria, and I'm learning. But I want to ask one question. Is it how we will continue for Nigeria to get better? People have learned to take their destiny in their own hands. Because if we begin to count the injustices, it's so insurmountable, so uncountable, so numerous to count. Just that we will look like foreigners in our own country. And again, the injustice method that the Imo said is boiling it down up till now. And no end to that injustice. And more are still coming. Please, I want to request that if they cannot allow us to be as one Nigerians, they should please sharp the way forward for us. Let us know where we belong.
I appreciate you.
Well done, Darlington. I so much appreciate you and I appreciate the voice of the people.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening to you. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
You're welcome. What's
this
your name?
is Mr. Alex Solomon. Yeah, this is Mr. Alex Solomon.
Alex, where are you calling from?
Precious.
Alex, where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Sherry, Lagos.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Please, your station is a good one. Your radio station is a good one. But the problem I have with you is that why do you keep inviting? It is very evident that the man is parochial. I said it is very evident. I said, why do you keep inviting Mr. Darlington? The man is parochial. Invite people that are broad-minded. You are giving the impression that your station is partisan, and you are making people lose interest in your station. Stop inviting this man. The man is narrow-minded. He's parochial. The way he's talking, it's parochial. He's narrow-minded.
I appreciate you.
Please invite people that are narrow-minded.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you have any other thing to say?
I don't respect for the man.
Do you have any other thing to say?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Listen to me.
No, but you've already made your points. Now you're repeating
all.
it. So are you done?
That's why I'm calling. You are making people lose interest in your station.
All right. Thank you.
Please stop inviting this man alone. The other time you told me that there was time you invited Yoruba man. For 4 consecutive weeks now, it has been this man.
It's not 4 weeks now, so you're not even listening. But it's okay that you have the mindset that you have.
Maybe that's how you want it. And the man is so unruly.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Is me educated?
All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Good evening. Hello. 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 Are you there? Good evening.
This is Jonathan from London.
Jonathan, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, let me quickly greet Mr. Darlington. Good evening, sir. So I'm hearing somebody say that somebody's parochial, and you are narrow-minded. you are a fantastic Nigerian, and God bless you.
He did not even tell me what I said wrong. He did not even say it.
I'm coming there. I say, when you are not empirical in your arguments, you look for.
Oh God.
You understand? So my joy while I'm listening to you, sir, is that when you are making you are stating some judicial precedents relating to Awolowo, Shagari, and other judicial presidents, and regarding Prince Bola Ajibola in Hague. So God bless you. God bless you. And I'm happy that we are not doing anybody. We are doing ourselves. You understand? I know European Union are looking at this tribunal closely. So they want to see the outcome. You understand? And let's place our reports side by side with how this judgment will look like. You understand? We have a particular idea that says he who pays the piper dictates this thing. If we don't need European Union support, why are we inviting them to our election? They brought their resources to support us. Why can't we accept their report? So you can't be double standard in this type of thing. Now you invite me to come and say something. I brought my resources, and you say I should write my report, and I wrote it, and you are saying that you don't like it. How will we place this one side by side now?
No, I appreciate you. They are parochial minded.
Okay, no, one sec, please. One sec, please. I want to. Okay, I want to talk about the bookatualization of our judiciary. So our judiciary has been messed up, no doubt. And I'm happy that Mr. Darlington is a lawyer. When you have a bad case, you know that you have a bad case. And Falana, in one of these conferences in Lagos, they have stated how lawyers collected money for judges.
Abi?
This is not in a closed case. It's an open case now. It's a speeder conference. It's a speeder conference. You know about what I'm talking about. So Dele Farotimi denouncing that I'm a lawyer. I can't be bowing down in front of people that are not honorable. I'm very sorry. So let me rest my case here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Welcome. Yes, please. Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Bigger.
Oga. You're welcome, sir.
Precious.
Yes, please. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Darlington. You are not parochial.
He can hear you.
You are not parochial. You are not parochial. You are working out for a new Nigeria. I want to tell us something. What caused the Holocaust? The Holocaust was caused because of the fear of the Jews.
Exactly. The Nazi Germany.
And some people somewhere felt there is need for the extermination of a particular set of people because they are in control of the economy. They are in control of the trade, the market, and all the stuff. And Adolf Hitler championed it and decided to roast human beings inside warehouses.
Gas chambers.
The situation Nigeria is going through right now, what is happening right now, is the kind of thing that led to Holocaust. I sang a song. I did a song I called One Nigeria. Precious, you definitely would have come over it.
Of course.
It's because I believe there is need for revamping of the total structure of Nigeria, for a new interpretation of this nationhood. If we cannot get it, let's go our different ways. Instead of destroying people, instead of allowing that Rwanda situation will come into Nigeria. The Tutsis and the Hutus.
So, Mr. Bigger, that's fine now, well said, so that we don't divert attention to another discussion.
So what I'm trying to say,
part of our discussion. I'd like you to speak to a topic.
Mr. Darlington, I am so disturbed that some lawyers have not decided to take the Lagos State government to court over the demolition at Alaba. I remember when something like this happened in Ajegule, a particular lawyer, Raymond Onyego, took the state government to court and it was stopped. I'm surprised that from this time, no lawyer has gone, no group of human rights activists has gone to court. I am absolutely surprised. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Okay, so speaking about this Alaba issue now, I spoke with one of the traders, and this is what he's got to say about it. Take a listen.
As Alaba International Market Traders welcome Ohaneze Ndigbo under the leadership of Chief Emmanuel Anyanwu, who came to visit Alaba International Market as a result of the unconstitutional and the illegal demolition of plazas and buildings in Alaba. Chief Camelus, who happens to be the chairman of electronics section, explained the ordeal of Ndigbo at Alaba and especially how Lagos State and its agency demolished the buildings and plazas of Ndigbo in Alaba unconstitutionally without following the due process. He made Ohaneze Ndigbo to understand that a whole lot has been happening, but this particular demolition of plazas and buildings took everybody unaware. No notice, no constitutional way of handling such thing was taken.
such that they came. After 3 days, they started demolishing people's buildings and plazas. That's still standard rate. And again, that anybody that says that the demolition was as a result of buildings that were built along canal area or regions, we are making a very serious mistake. That is a total missing information, and that should be, disregarded. He further made Ndi Igbo to know that more than 1,000 or thereabout had been rendered jobless as a result of this demolition. Chief Emmanuel Anyanwu, who happens to be the Ndi Igbo leader, made a promise that the rightful owners of those lands and buildings will be compensated, that he will make sure he speak to the governor and do that which is right, that Igbo people in Alaba and in Lagos State should not be treated with disdain and levity.
All right, so this was one of the traders in Alaba market giving account of what happened or what transpired during Emmanuel Iwanyan's visit to the Alaba International Market today. Mr. Darlington, before you react to it, we're due for a break. Let's quickly take a quick break. We'll be right back to take your thoughts and reactions. I see your WhatsApp messages. My WhatsApp box is full. I'm going to take them just right after the break, Lagos. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOPTV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOPTV, show up, speak up.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos Airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
Lagos, you are welcome back. It's still 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Let me take a few messages that Mr. Darlington reacts to all of them at a time. Obi, I see you, Nigeria, our country. And then you said that Dele Farotimi is the type of man we need in Nigeria. Jonathan Olatunde says, Dele. Okay, and then Udo Olisa Franklin, Precious, I watched that interview over and over again and wanted to save it so that I would be able to watch it again later. Really love the senior man. That's what you said. Then let me visit my WhatsApp. Hey, I have tons of WhatsApp messages. Good evening. The problem of Southeasterners is themselves. They always vehemently refuse to check and fault themselves for anything that happens to them, but always abuse, condemn others for all their issues. Caller from mainland sent in that message. Alaba, some old buildings and structures in the area even before the market was situated. So, okay, so you're talking about the Alaba demolition. In fact, let me start from the beginning. Say, please, why is Mr. Darlington always add some list to his comment? Or is he in the position to teach the state government on what to do with their land, or how is the activity of Lagos State his business? Please, we should go and see. Okay. And then you said, so you said, before the market was situated, that there lies by Mr. Dale said that it was developed the area. So please, you should, okay, saying that you lied that it was developed that area, that there were buildings already in that market before that market was even situated. Nigeria, unfortunately, does not like the truth. The fact before it is that people are easily swayed by the antics of the political class, who are ready and willing to do anything to hold onto power. Nigeria is the only country where those who want to lead bribe their way through the process. INEC, sadly, has become the institution used by greedy and selfish individuals to establish impunity. That's what you said. And I move very quickly. Why do you keep inviting? Okay, this one is also saying the same thing. Alex Solomon says, okay, I just hope you people on this are not, that we're not partisan. We can't be partisan. And I hope you do know that we invited our guests too. I've always said this. Okay, all right, okay. All right, I get you, Alex. All right, Mr. Darlington, go ahead.
You have the right. In the Bible, we are told that Solomon was a wise man. If our own Solomon here is talking, I expected them to put wisdom in what he's saying. Please, we have over 37 radio and TV stations in Lagos here. Has he been listening to others and see what this one that Dele said in another station? Did he go there and tell Dele Farotimi that he's
Farotimi?
He didn't go there and tell him that he's a parochial Alabi, because you have access to VOP, so you can talk anyhow. I was expecting him to counter what I said. Is it proper for state government to take a business of a citizen of Nigeria, demolish it because you want to give a preference to a foreign power? Is it proper? And I said that there are virgin land, they are land that has it. Why can't you go and give it to them? No, is that not a germane point? And I ask again, is it proper for the judiciary to be turning law upside down? Or is it proper for you as a leader, you want to do something, you postponed it to favor some people? No, tell me. All the things I said, I was expecting Solomon to counter it and tell me.
Solomon is listening right now. I do hope he can send in a message.
Exactly.
To actually pinpoint what he said that is parochial.
Exactly.
All right. Because there's even a news here that if I had read it now and you reacted to that news, they would have said, oh, Precious is always being one-sided.
That is what I'm saying.
According to the news here, APC is kicking as Kano State Anti-Graft Commission summons Ganduje over the dollar video. Remember that there's been investigation over the dollar. You know, the first time they said that dollar video was doctored. The report of that investigation has been out, and it's been seen that video was not, that it was not doctored. So since the video is not doctored, the anti-graft agency has invited him, and APC is kicking. Perhaps if you had also reacted to that, it would have looked like, okay.
Please let me tell you.
So Mr. Darlington,
whoever is wearing the shoe knows where it is pinching. Precious, I've told you. The reason why the Igbos have been kept in this position is because over the years they have used propaganda and blackmail to keep the Igbo man down. Nobody has been talking. We have been minding our business, even in Lagos here. That is why every riffraff we wake up and carry long cane and go to Igbo man shop. Owoda. Can't they go to other people's shop at Alaba? Go there and go and see they will use dagger to hand over the money to you. But because the Igbo man has been very peaceful, yet they do not appreciate it. So you want me to wait after what you have done? I should not talk, Abi.
All right, Mr. Darlington, let's move to more messages.
I am to defend myself.
Let's move to more messages. It's okay, Mr. Darlington. No, your mic is already off. Let's move to other messages. So Babeji from Oshodi. Babeji
and Coldberry ice cream, delights in every.
Babeji from Oshodi says, good evening, Darlington and Double Please. You see, the truth will always be the truth, one day at a time. All of the Nigerians keep saying it, especially concerning the 2023 election, just like Mr. Dele Farotimi has said, EU, Pa Adebanjo, and every other person has said it. Mr. Darlington Rufai and every other person also says that. So the truth is always bitter, and people would always see the truth at the end of the day when it comes to limelight. That's what he's saying. All right, we'll move to more messages. And then this says, Dele Farotimi is an Omo Oluabi. What does that mean?
Yes, they read through With the land. Yes.
Say Dele Farotimi is an Omolo. Be like Barrister Darlington. He is a man who is consistent with the truth. I have a lot of respect for him. Sam Ken John Olga sent in that message. And Alex from Apapa says, "Good evening, precious. May God bless this man. He has made me fall in love with your station." Okay, why some are falling out of love?
Now,
all right. He said, okay, award. He said the station should be awarded for, and you should be given award. That's what Alex is saying. And then this says, Darlington, now your mouth go send you. He said, now your mouth go send you to trouble. Darlington, be warned. Okay, all right. And then this says, good evening, Sister Precious. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to Mr. Darlington. I love him so much because he always says the truth. He would live long in Jesus' name. And can you imagine that I had an accident since there was 3 years ago. I broke my legs. You said a lot, Mr. Paulinus from Isolo, and you're being suspended by people. I don't get your message, honestly speaking. So I'm trying so hard to edit your message because your writing is not very consistent. Apologies. It may be because of what you're going through. Okay, all right. And you did complain that that after your accident, you've been trying to sustain, you can't get a job, you lost your job, and people can no longer employ you, and you need assistance. All right, if you have a social media handle, kindly put it up so that people can reach out to you. That's the best I can do, to put out your social media handle. Now, this man playing games, same pattern every day, same willing. I pray you find happiness. All right. And then, good evening, Precious. The man that was complaining about Mr. Darlington's invitation to your station, don't mind him. He didn't want the VOP as an... okay, he is very much correct, and I have been saying this for a long time. Tunde from Ijego. Okay, he said. He said that that he does not know that VOP is an Igbo Labour Party station. VOP is an Igbo Labour Party station. Abi. Are you serious? Evening, Mr. Darlington, my man of the year. Mr. Dele Farotimi is my second man of the year. He has said it all. Everything work except INEC. EU has testified and said the gospel truth, but it is left for the judiciary to do the same on the right thing because they are on trial. The world is looking on Nigerian judiciary to do the right thing. And you said a lot, Daya from Fagba. I appreciate you. Well. Nice evening to you, Precious Darlington. Here we go again. Your critics on judiciary matter. The judgments of 1979 election cannot be compared to this present dispensation. Sometimes you are being sentimental. That doesn't matter. Body from Isolo. Are you serious? Judgment of 1979 cannot be compared. So our laws just keeps changing. All right, Mr. Darlington, my man of the year. You're always on point. Nigeria is a country with cabals. I wonder what will become of us in the next 50 years. And then this says, good evening, Precious, and my amiable man of the year, Mr. Darlington David from Ojo. He said, continue to be learning every day from him or his sessions every time on politics. For me, all thanks to Mr. Darlington. Please don't mind people that, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to get your contribution. Benjamin from Apapa says, I am Igbo man, precisely where, to be honest with you, your station should stop bringing Darlington. He's biased, and narrow-minded. Okay. And Anne from Isolo says, this is all because the numbers of people that voted for P2B were much more than expected. So they feel the Igbos are too much in Lagos and they are looking for means to send them out. Are you serious? Okay. And then is Mr. Engineer Carlo from Benin Republic, Bonsoir, King Darlington, Prince Precious. Do you people see truly Nigerian we are? And you laughed. Na Super Cup, Kyari has been released on bail. Okay, and then you complained about Ojo Kanu. I said, did I say Ojo Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu that is not released. And then, good evening, Mr. Darlington MP. As in Igbo man, I have learned and known that there is nothing, not everybody said something about it. He said, on the judiciary, part of the hope is lost when it comes to election matter. It is all about highest bidder. Sorry, Nigerians. You say you should come to heaven and rest. No, you stay in your heaven alone. Okay. And then this says, good evening, please. Concerning the demolition of buildings in Alaba market, let our prominent men visit British Council where all these presidents visit and report them. What will happen when you report? She British will come and tell you what to do. The man who called and was attacking Mr. Darlington, why didn't you ask him to say what exactly Mr. Darlington did wrong? That's what Amobi said. Exactly. Amobi sent that message. Amobi, that message has been relayed to him. We're looking forward to hearing from him what exactly the problem is.
Or I should support you to release that Abba Kyari and leave Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Whom court have released? Court have said release him.
Okay,
let's go. I should
our
keep quiet.
Phone lines are on fire. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening to you.
But I don't get it.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. You're welcome.
Oh, good. How are you, Precious?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm super. How about you?
Oh, I'm super. How's Promise? What happened?
Promise
we
is
didn't
fine.
see her today.
She's
okay.
She's handling some stuff. She's
okay.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay. My darling. Oh, Ola from Chicago.
Miss Ola,
you're welcome, my brother. Well done.
Yes, sir. I promise that I will not call again, although my name is not Promise. And I will, for years.
That was below the belt.
Yes, I've said that. Yes. Look, I didn't want to say anything than what the other guy said, that Darlington is a parochial or whatever he called it. Look, Precious, I'm a Yoruba man. When you stop bringing Darlington to your program, that would be the end of me listening to you. I'm protesting too. I'm protesting.
Why are you guys doing like this? So you people divide us into two now.
Oh my God.
Yes, I love your program. I love you, and I love Darlington. I'm protesting. You know, those people are enemy of truth.
I'm telling you.
Either you bring the Fulani or you bring anybody, as far as he's speaking the truth. Those people are talking, they are enemy of truth. Darlington, keep on what you are doing. We are behind you, and God will be behind you.
Amen.
Continue.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank
Precious.
You,
bye-bye. That's my contribution. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Solomon, I hope you are hearing.
Yes, good evening. Thank you. welcome.
Yeah, I'm the host. I'm calling from Kwagada.
Mr. Dohaso, you're welcome, Elder. Welcome. Go ahead, sir.
My greetings to Mr. Darlington.
He can hear you. There. He can hear you. Go ahead.
You see, I'm an elder, so I will speak like an elder, an elderly person. You see, this, I don't know how to put it. I'm from Edo State.
I see that. I realize from your name.
Yeah, but my mother is from Igbo to be precise. So I'm part of them. So I am not happy 100% the way Igbos are being handled in this country. Mostly the Yorubas. I don't know their problem with the Igbos. If the Yorubas' hatred for Igbo, I've sat down and think about it. So what has an Igbo man collected from them? What I saw that is just pure wickedness against their fellow
So let's not keep fanning this, please. Just go straight and speak. No. Speak to the conversations we have. Speak to our topic, please, so that we don't keep doing this. Go ahead.
You see, this life we are, at least when we are doing something, let us remember God. That God created me, created this person as He created me. That I have no right to hate my fellow human being. You know, if a Yoruba man is in the dream, he's seeing a Igbo man in his dream. If a Yoruba man is singing choir in the church, he's seeing a Igbo man in front of him. If a Yoruba man is eating in his house, he's thinking of Igbo man. Why is Igbo man a Yoruba problem? I deserve an answer. Why they with the Northerners are the one controlling everything? People are in short, I deserve an answer for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, I'm reading through some of the messages and the thread of messages that Solomon has been sending to the station. So I realized that he's absolutely, I don't want to say, but he's a party man. So I see messages he sends to other programs pleading to Nigerians to take it easy with Mr. President, that he just got into power, so they need to give him time to live up to his responsibility.
Precious, please.
I am reading. In fact, let me read this message he sent to Walkie Talkie on their show, just so that we get a perspective, maybe to the angle at which he's coming with his complaints, right? Okay, so this message was dated, or is dated, I think it was on Monday. He sent in this message, to Walkie Talkie, and he said, I beg, good evening, Walkie Talkie and co. I beg, make una help us beg Nigerians, make them they give President Tinubu a breather. Complaints too much, I beg. He sent in this. So he sent quite a lot of other messages like that too. So apparently he feels some sort of way when governments, when you're not praising the government. Apparently, I just think so. Unfortunately, it's not in my place as a presenter to whether praise or not praise the government. I have an analyst who can have their say.
Please,
right.
Precious.
So, Mr. Darlington,
did you remember what happened during the Buhari's period?
What happened?
In the first 1 year, they were telling us, be patient with him. What PDP destroyed in 16 years, how can he correct it in 1 year? The second year came. No, the 2 years is too small. Let's give him more time. Until Buhari wasted our 8 years. We were gasping for breath. And he handed over to the undertaker.
No, Mr. Darlington.
And now he wants us to keep quiet.
Mr. Darlington, no. Mr. Darlington, no.
No.
You have to excuse your words. No.
No, hold on. What are we now? Hold on. Tell me, is it not worse now?
All right, so let me go to my messages. All right, so I take a few more messages because I have quite a number of them, and my phone lines are still buzzing nonstop. All right. So 2022 election, you said, has opened, 2023 you mean, has opened the secret and hatred Igbos are passing through in this country. Demolition of Alaba markets is a payback for the last election. If they don't want us, they should allow us be. And this tribunal is on trial because the whole world is watching them. Dele Farotimi has said it. They should release Kanu in order for peace to reign in the southeast. Okay, yeah, a lot was said, and I wanted to even say, is Dele Farotimi also an Igbo man in any way? All right. Hello, good evening to you. You're welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Okafa.
Mr. Onyekachi, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying your program.
Thank you. We love that you're here.
The truth, what Danity just said now, it just said my mind. That's how they are begging us to calm down. It's just like Nigeria there's people that used to be a pressure group coming down. They will be begging you, calm down. Say, how many years does it take Jagonde to build Lagos? You cannot do everything. Now, somebody come out, I heard that some time ago, somebody come out to be the CVS. Come out from his pocket. Say, what do you see? They say, he said, no, Lagos in his pocket. And now, somebody is wearing cargo, writing, how does it look like that? That is the, people don't read sign. That is the handcuff. That is the handcuff chain.
Will you just stop this? Nigerians, calm down. Calm down. Yeah. How do your brains just think this fast? Calm down. So you're saying that the symbol on Mr. President's cap means handcuff?
It means bondage.
Oh yeah, come and be going. That he'll put you in bondage because I'm not a monk.
People don't understand signs.
All right, it's okay. Come and be going. This is not in our conversation. Right. So let me let you go. Oh my goodness, you guys can be so creative. Nigerians, come on. Hey, this is another level. All right, hello, good evening to you. Hello.
Hello, good day.
Yes, good day.
Hello,
you're welcome.
Good day, Precious.
Yes, please, you're welcome.
It's Ejike from South Africa.
Hi, Ejike, it's been a while. How you doing?
I'm okay.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear you.
It's a good day, sir. I don't good day. The issue is so painful to. I've been listening to you, Mazi. And I wish that you keep on being our guests, because you always put us in the right way. You're not tribalistic, but you're defending where you came from. It has been surprised. But you talk about general Nigeria. I think where we are today as Nigerians, we shouldn't be talking about tribals. We should have passed tribals. We should talk about development, science, and technology. How can Nigeria be ever good if we keep on talking about tribal? There's a man I respect so much, but I never knew he's such of a school of thought. Alhaji Dokubo. Asari Dokubo. You know, when I hear him of this, it breaks my heart, because we should stop this tribal thing and think how we're going to make things work in Nigeria. People are suffering. People are suffering so much. That's just what I have to say for today.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to you. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes. Good evening. Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I'm calling from United States
of where? You're thinking about the United States you're calling from?
United States of Ikorodu.
You're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you very quickly.
Yeah, see, but Darren, I love your way.
Just go ahead. Speak to the conversation. Thank you so much. Speak to the conversation we have.
The problem of this country is a lazy politicians. They are using a lazy Nigeria youth. That's the problem of this country. Today, Nigeria all the Nigeria youth will gather themselves to pursue all these people that decide.
Well, all right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me let you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening to you.
Hello. Good evening.
You're welcome.
How
so you remember
doing?
Nedu's voice? You just heard his voice and you say Nedu.
He's my brother.
Abba Kyari. How you doing?
Nedu. I don't know what to call you. Well, like Nedu demolition.
Just call him Nedu Switzerland.
Just go ahead. Let's hear you, Nedu, very quickly.
You see, why we are where we are today is because people failed to stand by the truth. Dele Farotimi is a man. I never miss any of his interview. If I don't watch it live, I will watch it after live. Even I follow him everywhere on social media. It's a man that speaks the truth. Just like Darlington you have there. You see someone like Rufai Oseni. Rufai used to speak on this radio every morning. Do they call him an Igbo man? Although they also attack him because he always say the truth. Nigeria never. I don't know what the ruling party, the political elite has done to people. And these people are suffering also. You are just, let us stop. We are not defending any ethnic region. But the fact is fact. How can you go in a market, even if you marked a team building? This 18 building can never be old building according to history. Some are 10 years old buildings. Some are 5 years. Some are even on still on building. Some are not even finished. They leveled off. First of all, they say it's on a waterway. Tomorrow, the next day we hear is
they were old building. Some of them exactly.
They were not even consistent.
First of all, they were not inconsistent. They say it's in a waterway. And after, it was stacked old building. Then, do you know how many job lost you just created? There are people who own shops. They're not the people that owns the building.
Exactly.
I don't know how many shops in one building. There are people who used to do what they call Osafia, who doesn't have shops there, but they wake up every morning, come there, instead of them being thief or stealing on the road, they come there, assist people to buy goods for them to get source of living. They are there. There are people who carry loads after
please,
people are
buying. Help me make it snappy, please. You know now, because
the snappy is
spoken for 3 minutes plus. So
don't always throw stone on a grass house, because one day it will turn to you. They will. They should always, of course, because you are killing the business of your own citizen. And giving and want to employ foreigners, which foreigners who will bring inferior materials.
All right, thank you so much
to your country.
Thank you so much, Nido. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening to you, Mr. Darlington. Someone else is on the line. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. Apologies, I kept you waiting. Go ahead.
Okay, Prince from Lagos.
Prince, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, yes. I've been listening to all the conversation. One thing we should know, when the other man was saying about tribalism, in Europe there's something we can use called, people say, racism. You see, truth must always be told. When somebody is saying the truth, people will want to kill him. It's very hard to say. You say truth, they will die. You lie, they will die. What I'm saying is, this country needs what is called restructuring. And the current president has always been making all his agitation for restructuring. Now that he is on the seat, he should try and restructure this country. Take all the zones. We enjoyed the previous government of Nnamdi Kanu and people were enjoying what they have in their zones. And pay little tax to the center. So all this noise, when somebody says stop one word, others will translate it as hatred for this. So let this country be allowed.
Unfortunately, we can't hear you so clearly, but so let's let your conversation just lie. Thank you so much. I see what you're trying to say. So okay, go ahead, Mr. Darlington.
Precious,
sir.
Sincerely speaking, as I speak to you now, a Yoruba man, a police officer, is living in my house in my village. Area commander. I said area commander. When their station was bombed at Mbano, they scattered all the policemen all over Imo State. The man who found the sanctuary in my own house, personal house. I have 4 policemen living in that house. Why didn't I say, because you're a Yoruba man, you must go? I don't want you. I don't know why these people, we have been saying this severally, yet nobody wants to change. This thing that happened at Alaba, it was avoidable. Precious, if they respect you as a Nigerian, as an Igbo man who have been contributing in Lagos State, nothing stops the governor. Call on Haneze. Let it be on record that yes, you made effort. Call them. You have Haneze and Igbo in Lagos. Come, you see this place. See what is wrong. Is that not what you're supposed to do? So that by now, nobody will be talking about this we are talking about now.
All right.
Or you go to court. Court will give you order. You pass it there that look, court have given you order. You just wake up and demolish everything. And somebody is telling me I'm parochial. What kind of thing is this?
All right, Mr. Darlington. So there's another story that just that is springing up just now. We hear that some protesters are under the aegis of coalition of civil society organizations and political parties for good governance. Today, they besieged the office of the European Union in Abuja and asking the European Union, why did you people bring out that kind of report you brought out? That's the integrity of, not integrity, that the that the peace of our country is at stake because of that report. I am going to read it in details for you after this break. So apparently, this group somewhere in Abuja today protesting in the building of the European Union, asking them that the kind of report that you put up, it's injurious to our sovereignty. Let's quickly take a break, Lagos. We'll be right back to take your thoughts and reactions on those.
Those ones, they are parochial too.
Yeah.
radio and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at POP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOP TV, show up, speak up.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delight in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Naija, better drink don land o. Now from Gihog Distilleries Companies Limited, Ghana. For better drink, carry this ogbonge drinks wey dem dey call
Mandiko Bitters and Oga Kwata of them all wey be Herb African Bitters, aka Oga Ato.
Hey, this one na one in town drink wey get natural herbs and other better ingredients wey go give you smooth and unique taste. No be there yet o.
Mandiko Bitters and Oga Kwata of them all wey be Herb African Bitters, aka Oga Ato.
Carry full power chamber wey go help you bring out your strength for people wey wan go extra mile. Na Sony Continental West Africa Limited, the market and distributor. For more inquiry, call 0803-551-9028 or 0813-957-1446. Mandiko Bitters and Abba African Bitters. This one, a new one in town drink.
Are you looking?
Lagos, you are welcome back. You are welcome back. It's still the evening rush, 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Quite a platter of news, as usual, that we have for you today. Updated, we brought you the story of Abba Kyari and court granting him 15 million naira bail. And of course, and shorties of like some too, plenty other matter there. Yeah. And then we also did bring you a story about Iwanyanwu asking, that is the president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, asking the president to please release Nnamdi Kanu. And that's what will lead to the peace in the southeastern part of Nigeria. At the same time, he also did visit at the Alaba International Market. Right, to see for himself physically the level of damage that was caused to Igbo businesses in the Alaba International Market. As I told you earlier, that the traders were also opting to sue the government for land grabbing, because it was basically, take our land and there is no compensation for it. And we did tell you that Lagos, the president has signed about 3 bills, right? Yes. So the president, Tinubu, signed 5 executive orders, and he suspends Buhari's tax policies and customs tariff. We told you quite a couple of things. Let's just take a breather. Yeah, that's about it. All right. So Lagos phone lines are open: 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 9. That's a WhatsApp line. But before we go straight to our the conversation, taking your calls, there is this story that is just out and still developing about the members of the coalition of civil society organization and political parties for good governance on Thursday besieging the office of European Union in Abuja over the report on the last general election. So the EU had faulted the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for the operational challenges and glitches experienced with the bimodal voter accreditation beavers. The glitch which we're still not able to know the exact type of glitch yet, right? So the European Union's report, the EU's team said the discrepancies in the elections severely damaged public confidence in the electoral body. Is your confidence damaged? All right. Then addressing some EU officials during demonstration, Lilian Ogbole, she's the leader of the group. Remember that this is the same Lilian that was in Arise Television, where she did plead for, she did ask for Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi to step down their cases against the president for the sake of peace, so that, the country should move forward and they should support him to move forward. Yeah, that's Lilian. So, she was addressing the group and the European Union staff that were there. And she said, elections are not perfect anywhere. Her words. She said, elections are not perfect anywhere in the world. Anywhere like this. AGK, I don't know why I'm seeing your voice when I'm talking this. I don't know what your face looks like, but I'm seeing your voice when I'm narrating this, because he came after me the last time I said this. So she said, elections are not perfect anywhere in the world. The election that produced President Tinubu was transparent. That's what she said. You would also recall that one of the things that the EU said, they said the election lacked transparency, especially because, INEC refused to follow on how this, that is public, on how this winners emerge.
They can't do that when they are still uploading.
So let's go ahead. So now Lillian further said that, addressing some of them, she said that, yes, the election was very transparent. She also said that the EU report could trigger chaos, adding that the country's sovereignty and security are at stake. Now, quoting her, she says, we were taken aback when the report came. The media was awash with reports of the EU carefully and specifically saying that the election was fraudulent and that the election felt short of requirements of every credible election in the world. That's what she said. This is what she said. And then she says, I don't know where that one is coming from. If it is the election that we were all part of, that we all fought vigorously with our lives and everything inside of us to have as patriots and well-meaning Nigerians to ensure that the election was held. If it is the same election that the EU spoke about, that it means that something is fishy somewhere for the EU to talk about this election like this. This same election that we fought with our life, and then you're talking about it like this. They're still quoting her, she says, you would also agree with me that the report of the EU is enough to trigger a national problem, is enough to trigger a national chaos. Our security is at stake. Our sovereignty is at stake. Our unity is at stake. So please, EU, enough is enough. We don't like you telling us this kind of thing that you just told us now. Please, we understand. However, that you no, this is me. I didn't know. Understand. So, all right. So, yeah, that's about it. Mr. Darlington, very quickly.
Precious, this same EU, are they not the same EU that has been observing election in this country? The past 7 elections we have had.
And supporting us financially too.
And supporting you financially, for God's sake. How can somebody who gave you money to support you be thinking of your downfall? For God's sake, what exactly is wrong? All these APC and their supporters, look at how they are destroying Nigeria. And they are looking for somebody to blame. Are you telling me that the EU has any interest in our election? I don't understand.
Do they always not have interest? I thought they said that international communities always have interest.
What interest is because they want good governance. They have perfected it in their own country and they want you to perfect it too. So that your people can live well. Because governance is all about the people. If your government is not in order, then your people can never be in order. That is what they are spreading good governance all over the world. Your country is not the only one. So this thing that this lady is saying now, on what ground is she saying it? Since that report came, did you hear that any Labour Party supporters protested? Did you hear that any PDP supporter protested? But look at APC, they are the one protesting. You can imagine. They are the one hitting up the polity and they are looking for somebody to blame. You can imagine. So if there is problem in this country today, it is the ruling party. They should go and ask themselves, why is it that since we came into governance, Nigeria have never been the same? From Buhari to Tinubu, it has been problem. We have never had peace under them. We have never had any enjoyment for one day under them. And yet they are hitting up the polity, looking for somebody to blame. Even during the primary and during the campaign, everybody saw what happened.
All right, Mr.
It's the same APC.
Let's go straight to the point.
So if they are blaming, they should blame themselves, not EU. EU is doing what they're supposed. They are helping you. Please, they are helping you, for God's sake. They are helping you. Accept it.
Can I take calls?
Go ahead.
All right. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from? I can't hear you. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Faint, but just go ahead.
Go ahead. Hello.
Well, it has stopped too. Unfortunately, let's take another call. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
All right, go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
All right. My name is Vanago. I'm calling from Lagos State here.
So go ahead very quickly. Let's hear you.
All right. What I want to say, the issue of Abba Kyari, whom Nigeria has granted bail. So I want to say that Nigeria granting Abba Kyari bail at this time, according to what I heard, 50 million naira, right? So yeah, I want to say that it's not supposed, because Abba Kyari, who have committed what Abba Kyari have commit. Now look at brother Nnamdi Kanu, whom a whole Igbos has been pleading to release for a long time. Now I think this is 3 years him in prison, but they haven't. Who have not come.
All right, apologies.
Other people, somebody like Farotimi, that have committed or even something that warrant Nigeria to arrest him, but yet Nigeria refused to. Now, this is assuming that it's an Igbo man doing that. You can see that they will arrest him, because why I'm lamenting now is because what is happening in Nigeria, it sounds tribalistic something. You understand me now? So there are some certain things that happens in Nigeria. That is why you see Igbos are reacting in some certain area. Now that is it. When you look at the issue of this Alaba that has been demolished months ago, are you getting me now?
Yes, I hear you.
You can see that. Yeah, you can see that Alaba International, that Lagos State government demolished. They purposely do that. Why did I say purposely? They were not. They were not informed. In Lagos, we have LDB here in Lagos State. Did they inform them? Now they are saying now that they are going to compensating them in what level? Now, if you look at that compensation, you will see that compensating the Igbos. Now, I mean, those in Alaba, what they're going to compensate them is to go and show them another area where there is bushry for them to start, clearing the place, building their house to develop that place. That is how they have been maltreating Igbos, as if we are not in Nigeria.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You've said quite a lot because you've spoken for about 3 minutes. Let's let someone else jump in on the call. Thank you so much. You've made your point. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Good evening.
Yes.
Is that Voice of the People?
Yes, this is Voice of the People.
Yeah. Okay, I'm Dr. Akin by name.
Dr. Akin, you're welcome. Go ahead, Dr. Akin.
I don't understand the essence of your program. Is it based on ethnicity or distance? I don't understand.
What do you not understand? What is your point exactly?
My point exactly is there was a man that came on your program calling himself Mr. Darlington. If I'm not mistaken. I expected a program that we talk about the state of the nation. This is one Nigeria, not a program.
Okay, so what has he spoken that he did not say? Point out something he said that is not the state of the nation.
He thought he went extra mile talking only about the Igbos. Why can't he talk about
What
the state
extra
of the
mile
nation?
did he go that is not
And
what
not
is
only that,
what is done? No, I would like you to, Ogasa, you don't make baseless accusations.
Listen,
Apologies.
listen.
No, I
Are
would
you
not
an
listen
Igbo
to you.
woman?
If you two, you will not
You
listen to
even
me.
went extra
I let
mile
the
to
last person.
castigate the
I let the
president.
last person
Your
talk.
station has to be reported.
Go and report. I let the last person talk. So point out what exactly that was said. So you see the point? You don't blackmail people to shut up, really. And I've asked you, come out with proof. The good thing is that NBC, during, their checks, they come up and they play them back, whatever it is, that everything that is said in the radio station is monitored. So it's fine. You understand? They can play back. So tell me exactly what he said that is bad. That's the point. Did you also hear when he said that there was a judgment that happened in 1979 that was against Awolowo? Is Awolowo an Igbo man? Oh, please, you guys should just stop all of these things that you do. You guys just cause all these things to happen. All right, so Lagos, let me take a few of your messages because I have too many WhatsApp messages. And you guys have finally stopped my step down segment today, Abiona. Well done. Oh. All right, so this says, good evening, Mr. Darlington and Precious. If Lagos state government is talking about old building, are they not seeing Alaba that is full of dirty and old structures with human beings sleeping and defecating over there? Why are the government against good things that Alaba International Market is doing? Chinemere from Alaba sent in that message. And then this says, all right, see they sweet or see they pain them. Okay, who is this? Okay. This is from Mr. Ola from Chicago. Inka from Ifako says, the signing of executive order suspending 5% excise tax on telecommunication services and other products which will come to effect over 90 days notice period as contained in tax policy of 2017 is good one by the president. Whether he's doing it to gain favor from court is immaterial to me, as long as the decision will still favor some people. That's an objective one. And that's my objective and non-parochial contribution. Okay, you guys will not kill me in this legal state that I am. And then he said, honestly, I wish you can mark that man's number and block. I'm not blocking anybody. See, it's free space. People can feel free to call in. And again, when you call in, state your evidence. That's why I did ask. So state exactly the statement that was made that you think that was against. He's not talking about the state of the nation, Abi. Okay, what did he not say? That he went extra miles. So someone should not make references when analyzing. Oh, come on. You can't gag people now. Okay, at Alaba, they have two sections of the market. One is Alaba Rago, where we have the houses in shanties during their businesses. And while on the other hand is Alaba International Development with buildings where the Igbos do their businesses. And Lagos state government left the shanties and started destroying the developed side of the market. Now tell me, who is fooling who? Solomon Ashika from Mushi sent in that message. Hey, Solomon. All right. Are these jobless groups, not clowns, going to protest against EU submissions on the fraudulent election? If they don't like the stance of the EU, they should return money donated back to the EU. Okay, you said a lot, but I'm going to stop there. And Precious, can you make your submission or read statement without shout? Are you serious? Okay, I appreciate you. Okay, they did not give us money. Stop reading. That they said, Mr. Darlington, they say EU did not give people money. The EU does not give people money. They didn't give people money. That the EU does not give Nigeria money at all.
EU. Then Google it. Google it, please. Google it.
Okay. So may God, he said, my God will bless you, Mr. Darlington. Prince from Ilasa sent in that message. You say, Mr. President, Tiaraba President, 2023 model, I beg, copy Kenya so that the common man can breathe. That's what he's telling the president. And the rate of employment in the country is beyond something else. And they have successfully turned so many people jobless. They don't create job opportunities. May God have mercy on us. That's what he said. And then faceless group protesting this simply shows how low we have gotten in this entrapment called Nigeria. Suffering and smiling. I'm happy we all have access to the same market. That's what you said. Prince Francis sent in that message. And then Chris from Ikeja said, good evening, Precious and Darlington. I don't know why speaking the facts and truth in Nigeria annoys some certain people. Dele Farotimi speaks the exact truth. And it's not far from what Mr. Darlington has said. So for people saying he should stop inviting Mr. Darlington, please, if you do that, I will tell all the filling stations in Nigeria to sell fuel for 1,500 naira. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to inviting Dele Farotimi tomorrow if he would have the time to join me. He's been here, I think a couple of times. Dele Farotimi has always balanced issues with why he speaks. Okay, not like Darlington. He did not balance issues. Please ask Darlington when Obi was governor. He kept the funds in a particular bank that he have interest on and was chairman of the bank. But because Mr. President has signed a bill, he is saying it's because President is looking for support. Ola, that's what they said. Oh yeah, answer. He said Peter Obi puts money in a bank where he's the chairman and where he has interest in. So is that one too not a bad thing? No, it's good now. You balance it now. So answer it very quickly.
Hold on. In that of Obi, that was not the only bank he was chairman of. Go and check. Obi was chairman of so many blue chip companies, both here and abroad. That is not an issue at all. As the chairman, you are supposed to bring business to the bank where you are the chairman. That's why you are the chairman.
So you now carry state-owned business to the bank?
No. Oh, you didn't get me now. You didn't hear what I'm saying. I said as the chairman of a bank, he's supposed to bring business to that bank. Tell me that Obi ate the money. That is where I will have issue. Tell me that Obi collected the state money and ate it. The bank he put the money in, is it the only one that is banking in that bank?
The interest in the money. Who has the interest in the money?
Is it the owner?
Okay.
A man can be appointed. I have told you there are so many businesses Obi had interest in. You and I know that. They invited him because of his credibility to chairman their company. Did he bring business to all those companies? Is that the only bank? Go to the UK and see where he was chairman of a bank for over 20 years. Did he take the money to the bank in UK? Tell me. We are talking of businesses here that are suffering, and you selected the two.
All right. So
why didn't you? That's what I'm saying. Why don't you other people that are groaning for fund and other things? Why didn't you look at their matter? The LCCI, go and check their website. They said about 20 companies or so are leaving Nigeria because of the high cost of energy. They can't stomach it. Why didn't you look at that? That is something that will benefit everybody, not a few of the companies. That's what we are saying here. The energy cost is driving some companies out of Nigeria. And it's a fact. I said LCCI, they said it yesterday in the paper. So why not do something that will benefit everybody? That is where I would now say, okay, yes, you have done well. You are strangulating every business and everybody, and you are favoring two of them.
So, Mr. Darlington, let's go back to our messages. And this message says, hello, Precious and Mr. Darlington. It's only the truth that people run away from, but some people want to remain in bondage. I'll stop listening to your radio station if you stop inviting Mr. Darlington to your evening rush program. Please keep the good job going. Do decent in this. They don't want the truth to come out. And then Naya says, greetings. It's granting Abba Kyari and leaving Nnamdi Kanu is very unfair. There is God, though. Mr. Darlington, you're going nowhere. Okay, you're here. Thanks. Naya sent in this from Ikeja. Naya, thank you. Precious, let the poor breathe. Mr. Darlington, my man of the year. Rutanna from Moshe sent in that. Please, always, Mr. Darlington, it's always bring Mr. Bola Olojede that is not biased and stop referencing Farotimi because he is partisan too and he is Labour Party member. Igbo should stop crying foul. Tunde from Ijegun sent in that message. And Michael from
economy.
Yes, Bolanho is actually more of an economist than a political
so
analyst.
he said
in fact, the last time he came here, he said, Don't invite me to discuss politics again. Let's talk money matters.
Please, these people that are talking Solomon, bring them here. I want to see them. Let them come and face me.
All right, so very quickly, Michael from Bagada says, good evening, Precious. How are you doing? Great. Please, let's leave Mr. Darlington alone because all he does is just to teach and tell Nigerians the truth since we pretend to ignore the truth. Okay, that's what you said. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then you said the biggest challenge with some of the critics of Darlington is ignorance and petty-mindedness. I expect the critics to attack the ideas that Darlington is projecting and superior arguments rather than emotionally defending their tribes. We should be good. We should, for goodness sake, be concerned about Nigeria instead of our individual tribes. What's all this about? Thank you, Precious, for your wonderful work. I appreciate you. And then Ima from Festac says, I never understand why some Nigerians post-election kept on trying to debunk the truth, even calling out Mr. Darlington. Then I remember those, just 2 people so far have called out, about 2 of them, and maybe 1 more in the text message, So just to, tell you that I remember those who did their best to force their way into, okay, you said a lot, but I'll have to skip this, right? And then Mr. Darlington, the man of the truth, that Solomon should go and sit down because the truth is bitter. You know that when you called Jesus Christ in devil face, he gets angry. Please, you guys are just so creative, Nigerians. Wow. And then, good evening, precious. Comrade Peterson says Darlington must leave. Truth must leave. Forget the miscreant. Okay. Okay. And indeed, some people are bent to be. All right. You said a lot, but I'm not reading it. If now some people now when I go pick their call, immediately you guys start the show. I started to call. Sorry, my window don't open for Golden Tulip Hotel. Anyway, Sha, it is well. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Walking. Okay. Oh, it's another one. They say no weapon fashioned against you, Mr. Darlington shall prosper. Mr. Darlington, God bless you, sir. Abosede from Mafoluku Center. If Abosede, that you're Yoruba, right? Okay. And then this says, okay, I think. Let me see if I can take this. Good evening, Precious and Darlington. They are now coming against Mr. Darlington. That's the only thing they know how to do. The same thing they always do to Rafai on Arise Television. And we all know the people. It's Kingsley from Ekbed that has sent in that message. Ew, just while I'm reading one, 5 million is coming in. Well, let me go home. Thank you so much. Mr. Darlington, your final thought, please, so that I go home.
Oh my God. Please. The government, both state and federal, do justice for once, because there can never be progress without peace and justice. That is that is the problem of Nigeria. Injustice. And it is not too hard to do, for God's sake. Let us do justice for once. That is the only way Nigeria can move forward. All this tribal and all this hatred is because of injustice. And we all see it every day. So why can't we kick against it? Treat the Igbo man the same way you treat a Yoruba man, the same way you treat an Hausa man. Since God has put us together in Nigeria. But for you to treat me unjustly and ask me to keep quiet, it is not possible. Even God cannot shut my mouth. Good evening.
All right. Thank you so much. Good evening to you, Lagos. Thank you so much. That's the size of our packages. Everyone will return your way again tomorrow at exactly 6:30 p.m. Do have yourself an amazing evening.